Blackberry Cobbler. Doesn't that sound good? My blackberries have been coming in on my bushes. As you can see, they're giants. Some of these have been in the freezer. I've been putting them in the freezer waiting to get some more, but they're all gigantic berries. They're not super sweet. So I'm gonna make a super quick and easy blackberry CrispRecipe cobbler. This is about 3/4 cup of sugar. The actual recipe is in my cookbook. Kate can zoom in on it and we will post it. But, and it calls for just a 1/2 cup of sugar on the fruit. Well, that's for the peach. Peaches are sweeter. If these were wild blackberries or sweeter berries, I'd only put a 1/2. But I'm gonna put 3/4 because they're not super sweet. They are gigantic though. Okay, that's all I'm doing to them. In here, I have a cup of sugar and a cup of white lily flour. And I'm gonna put about a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, don't do it. It is particularly good. The cinnamon is particularly good on the peaches, if you're using a peach cobbler. Okay, I'm gonna mix this up good. I pick handfuls of berries every day. I eat several and then I bring some in the house too. I like them with whipped cream on them and ice cream. I like them on ice cream too. Kind of put some sugar with them and let them macerate and then put them on ice cream. But I will say they're not as sweet as the wild berries. Let me get a bigger spoon out of here. Y'all can see my messy drawer. Okay, I took the butter, it's a stick of butter. I took the butter and put it in the freezer for about 45 minutes or an hour, and which got it real hard. And then I used my cheese grater and grated it up, and it's the perfect way to grate it. It's like nice little pieces, and it's really good when you're doing your biscuits. Now this makes quite a nice amount of crust, and we like the crust on our berry cobblers. I have used this recipe for mixed berries, peaches, blueberries, apples. You can use the same topping for all the same fruits. A lot of times I just mix them. If I don't have a lot of strawberries, I put some blueberries, some blackberries with them. I like blackberry and apple together. So all I'm gonna do is just spread this around and we're done. I'm gonna put it in a 350-degree oven till the top gets nice and brown. And then we're gonna serve it up with a big old scoop of Bluebell ice cream. Well, it's done. I did broil it, put the broiler on just for a minute to kind of crisp up the top. And I used my white lily all purpose. If you wanted to use the self-rising, you could probably use it too, and it might make this fluffier, because this is more like a crisp. But, oh man, this looks so good. It's too hot to eat. I'm gonna try to eat a bite. That's why I didn't dip out a whole lot. Let me see if I can get some. I know it's too hot. I'm gonna burn my little tongue. And then I wouldn't be able to talk all day and give Peyton orders. Oh, it's so good. It's partly crispy and partly not crispy. I'm gonna have to have another bite. When I took it out of the oven, it was really, really juicy. One thing about these great big blackberries is that they are juicy. They are big and they're not quite as sweet as the wild ones. But our wild ones are little bitty here. I'm not gonna wanna eat, I'm not gonna wanna eat my lunch that I'm gonna fix. Well, it won't be lunch, it'll be early supper. I'm gonna fix this in a little bit. This is so simple, y'all. You could use a can of peaches instead of fresh peaches. You could use anything you want. And it is in our cookbook. You can go to HodgesFarmTexas.com to order the cookbook. And I guarantee you'll be making this more than once.